Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into the world of journaling today.
Ooh, journaling. Sounds introspective.
It is, and we have an awesome guide, Clara Penrose's blog post, 50 Journal Prompts for Growth, from Stallion. Just came out last month.
50 prompts, that's a lot to unpack.
It is, but they're not just surface-level stuff. These prompts are designed for real personal growth.
I like where this is going. So, what's the plan for our deep dive?
Well, Penrose has organized the prompts into 5 categories: self-awareness, setting goals, relationships, resilience and coping, and creativity and curiosity. Each one has 10 prompts.
Wow, that's pretty comprehensive.
Right. I was thinking we could pick a few from each category that really stand out to us. Get a good feel for the depth and variety Penrose offers.
Sounds good to me. Let's jump in. Where do we start?
Let's lay the foundation with self-awareness. One prompt that immediately grabbed my attention was, what are 3 things I consistently avoid, and what might they be trying to teach me?
Ooh, that's a good one. It gets you thinking, right? Like, why are we avoiding those things?
Exactly. It's like our avoidance is a clue. Maybe it's fear of failure, or maybe we're just not ready to confront something about ourselves.
I know, I have a few things I avoid. Makes you wonder what you're missing out on.
Totally. Okay, here's another one from self-awareness. What activities make me lose track of time, and what do they reveal about my passions?
That one feels more positive, more about discovering something good.
I thought so too. And it reminds me of that flow state concept, where you're so engrossed in something you completely lose track of time.
Oh, I love those moments. They're so energizing.
They are. And apparently those activities can reveal a lot about our true passions and talents, even if we haven't acknowledged them consciously.
That's so interesting. It's like those moments hold hidden messages about ourselves.
Right. Okay, I have to share this quote from Penrose because it's just perfect for this section. Growth starts with understanding. Take time to know yourself fully, for each insight brings you closer to the life you want.
Wow, that's beautiful and so true. Self-awareness is the key to creating a life you truly love.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, ready to tackle setting goals.
Bring it on. Let's hear those goal-oriented prompts.
All right, how about this one? What's one goal I've been putting off, and what's the smallest step I can take towards it today?
Ooh, that's a good one for tackling procrastination. We all have those goals we keep pushing back, right?
Definitely. And this prompt reminds you that you don't have to conquer everything at once. Even a tiny step can create momentum.
Love that. Makes it feel less overwhelming. What else do we have in this category?
I found this one particularly thought-provoking. If I could achieve anything in the next 5 years, what would it be, and what impact would it have on the world around me?
Whoa, that's taking it to a whole other level. It's not just about personal ambition, it's about making a difference.
Exactly. It's like a vision board exercise with a social impact twist. I love that. And speaking of vision boards, Penrose includes another quote here. Goals give our lives direction. Take each step with purpose, knowing that every effort brings your dreams a little closer.
I really like that. It emphasizes that every action, no matter how small, contributes to our progress. It's inspiring.
It is. All right, let's shift gears a bit and explore some prompts about relationships.
Oh, relationships. Always a fascinating topic.
I know, right?
Uh,
Okay, this one jumped out at me. How do I handle disagreements with loved ones? And what could I do differently to create more harmonious resolutions?
that's a really important one, especially because disagreements are inevitable in any relationship.
Absolutely. And this prompt encourages you to examine how you approach those conflicts and look for ways to improve your communication.
It's about finding those win-win solutions, right? Where both people feel heard and understood.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And Penrose perfectly sets the stage for this section with this quote. Relationships shape our lives. Nurture each connection with kindness and patience, knowing they support you in countless ways.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's a good reminder that relationships are both a source of support and a mirror reflecting our own growth. It's so true. Okay, what do you think about this prompt? What boundaries do I need to set in my relationships to protect my energy and well-being? That's huge, EE. Boundaries are so important. They are, and it's easy to forget about them, especially in close relationships. We can end up giving too much and feeling drained. Totally. This prompt is a good reminder to prioritize self-care in relationships. Setting those boundaries can actually make the relationship stronger.
I completely agree. It creates clear expectations and fosters mutual respect.
So true. All right, ready to delve into some tougher topics.
Yeah. What did you have in mind?
Let's explore resilience and coping. Penrose has some powerful prompts in this category.
Absolutely. I'm ready to dive in.
Okay, this one really resonated with me. What's a difficult situation I've overcome in the past, and what strengths did I draw upon to get through it?
I like that one. It forces you to reflect on your own resilience, to acknowledge that you faced challenges before and come out stronger.
Exactly. And that you have the inner strength to get through tough times.
Penrose sums it up perfectly with this quote: "Resilience grows through each challenge. Embrace tough moments as stepping stones, knowing that each one makes you stronger."
Love it. It's like those challenges are shaping us, making us who we are.
Absolutely. Okay, how about this one? What are 3 things I can do to take care of myself when I'm feeling stressed or overwhelmed?
Oh, that's all about self-care, which is so crucial. It's like building a toolkit of strategies to deal with stress.
Exactly. And reminds you that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary.
Completely agree. Okay, one more from this section before we move on. This one really got me thinking. What's one limiting belief that's holding me back, and how can I start to challenge it?
Ooh, that one's deep. It's about confronting those negative thoughts that can sabotage our growth.
It is. It's like having that inner critic constantly whispering doubts and fears in your ear.
Ugh, I know exactly what you mean. This prompt helps you identify those beliefs and question whether they're even true.
And maybe even replace them with more positive and empowering beliefs.
Right. Okay, ready to get creative.
Always. Hit me with those creativity prompts.
All right, here's one that speaks to my soul. What's a creative project I've always wanted to start but haven't made time for? What's stopping me?
I love that one. It reminds you that creativity isn't just for artists, it's for everyone.
Totally. And it's so easy to let those creative dreams get pushed aside by daily life.
It is. So what's stopping you?
Good question. A lot of things, probably. But maybe it's time to dust off some of those old dreams.
I think so.
Penrose kicks off this section with a great quote: "Curiosity fuels growth. Embrace the desire to learn and create, knowing each exploration adds depth and richness to your journey."
It's a beautiful reminder that learning and growth are lifelong pursuits.
So true. Okay, how about this prompt? If I could spend a day learning from an expert in any field, who would it be and what would I want to learn?
Ooh, that's a fun one. It's like a fantasy mentorship. Who would you choose?
That's a tough one. There are so many inspiring people out there, but I think I'd choose.
I'm dying to know. Tell me.
Well, I'd pick. Okay, I'm going to save it for later. I need more time to think about it.
No, fair. You got me all curious now. All right, fine. Let's move on.
Deal. Okay, last prompt from this category. What's one small thing I can do today to step outside of my comfort zone and try something new?
I love this one. It's all about those baby steps towards growth.
Exactly. You don't have to make drastic changes to experience personal growth.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's those small acts of courage that make the biggest difference.
So true. It's all about pushing yourself just a little bit further than you're used to.
Exactly. Now, I'm curious to get your overall impressions of Penrose's approach to journaling for growth. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think she's done a brilliant job. These prompts are so well crafted, they're thought-provoking, insightful, and actionable. And I love that they're not just about reflecting on the past, they're about using those reflections to create a better future.
Absolutely. They're like tools for self-discovery and transformation.
I couldn't agree more. And I think anyone can benefit from using them, whether you're a seasoned journaler or just starting out.
That's the beauty of it. These prompts are accessible to everyone, and they can really help you unlock your potential and live a more fulfilling life. But before we wrap up,
Yes.
I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier about the importance of actually applying the insights we gain from journaling. It's not just about writing in a notebook, it's about taking action.
Absolutely. Journaling is a fantastic tool for self-reflection, but it's just the first step. The real magic happens when we take those insights and turn them into real-world changes.
So how do we do that? How do we bridge the gap between journaling and action?
I have some ideas about that. Well, for one, you can use your journal as a planning tool. Like, once you've identified a goal or change you want to make, break it down into smaller steps, Write those steps down, maybe create a timeline for accomplishing them.
So it's like using your journal to create a roadmap for your personal growth.
Exactly. It's all there in black and white, ready to guide you.
I like that.
Yeah.
What else?
Another tip, use your journal to track your progress. Note the steps you've taken, the challenges you've faced, even celebrate those wins along the way.
Oh, that's smart. Keeps you accountable and motivated.
It does. And seeing those wins, even the small ones, can really boost your confidence.
Absolutely. Okay, before we wrap up, any final prompts you want to share with our listeners? Something for them to ponder on their journaling journey?
I do. This one's from the Creativity and Curiosity section. Short, but powerful. What am I most grateful for in this moment, and how can I express that gratitude?
Oh, I love that. It's so simple yet profound.
Right. Gratitude is like a superpower. Boosts happiness, reduces stress, all that good stuff.
Totally agree. It's a perfect way to end our deep dive on a positive note. So to our listeners, if you're feeling inspired to start journaling for growth, check out Clara Penrose's full list of 50 prompts. Choose the ones that resonate with you, find a quiet space, and let those words flow.
Don't overthink it. Just be honest with yourself, be open to what comes up, and enjoy the journey.
Well said. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to journal. It's your own personal exploration.
Absolutely. So embrace it, have fun, and see where it takes you.
You know, as we've been talking about these prompts, one thing that really strikes me is how they encourage a growth mindset.
Oh, totally. It's all about embracing the idea that we can change and evolve.
Exactly. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to learn, knowing that we're not stuck with our current abilities.
And that's such a powerful shift in perspective from limitations to possibilities.
I know, right? Okay, before we wrap things up, I wanted to touch on something you mentioned earlier about applying the insights we gain from journaling. It's not just about writing, it's about taking action.
You got it. Journaling is a great tool, but the real transformation happens when we put those insights into practice, make real changes.
So any tips on how to bridge that gap between journaling and action?
Well, think of your journal as a planning tool. Once you've identified a goal, break it down into smaller, actionable steps, right? Write those steps down, maybe create a timeline.
So it's like a roadmap for personal growth, with your journal as the guide.
Exactly. It's all there, laid out in front of you.
Love that. What else?
Another thing you can do, track your progress. Note those steps you've taken. Celebrate the wins no matter how small. It keeps you motivated.
Oh, definitely. And those wins, even the little ones, can really boost your confidence.
For sure. Okay, before we sign off, any final prompt you want to leave our listeners with? Something to ponder as they embark on their own journaling journey.
Absolutely. How about this one? What's one belief about myself that I'd like to challenge, and how would my life change if I let it go? It's all about identifying those limiting beliefs we hold on to and imagining a life without them.
Ooh, that's a good one. Really gets you thinking.
It does. It's about opening ourselves up to new possibilities and stepping into a more empowered version of ourselves.
I love that. It's like a call to action, to break free from those self-imposed limitations.
Exactly. So to our listeners, if you're ready to dive into the world of journaling for growth, we encourage you to check out Clara Penrose's full list of 50 prompts. Find those that resonate with you, create a space for reflection, and let the words flow. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to journal. It's a personal journey of self-discovery. So embrace the process, enjoy the ride, and see where it takes you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Happy journaling, everyone!